To joy for so many is stripped away, it's assaulted, it's mishandled, it's taken forcibly extortion or pressure. I've seen video content of a kid that is as old as mine being assaulted by an American man. Helps where I've seen things that no individual ought to at any point see. As of late, the web has been buzzing with craze as netizens coincidentally find stunning disclosures about reality behind what's going on in the Hollywood business, from secret gatherings to many secret dull demonstrations. It has been uncovered by sources that Hollywood is not anymore a protected work environment. One of those sources is, in all honesty, the elite entertainer Ashton Kutcher, who additionally spilled some tea on certain endeavors acted in Hollywood, and transparently sent an admonition to those Hollywood elites who are behind this to be presented to sexual maltreatment. That is a favorable place for dealing. I guarantee you that is a favorable place for dealing. Yet the explanation I saw child care is that it's a miniature reason. It fills in as a grave advance notice to well-known figures in Hollywood who have figured out how to sidestep equity such a long ways. There's a conviction that these strong big shots have transformed Hollywood into a position of loosely held bits of information, where dim exercises are covered up, yet commonly known. In spite of Hollywood's standing resolving these issues, was frequently met with quiet and dread, as exemplified by Harvey Weinstein's situation, where his activities stayed undisclosed for a really long time. When reality at last arose, individuals started to perceive the job of influence elements and institutional disloyalties in propagating such way of behaving as per the public. This establishment is all the more explicitly connected with Hollywood, since they imagine that it is the most infamous spot for this multitude of activities to happen. As one of them, composed of by some stroke of good luck lewd behavior, was the main issue in Hollywood. Yet tragically, so much goes on that the vast majority of us typical individuals lacked the ability to envision in our most dreaded fears one more composed that lewd behavior has been diversion for quite a while. It's net. It's mistaking for grown-ups. And it's devastatingly mistaking for kids, particularly the quiet survivors of sexual maltreatment. These individuals have been recounted Hollywood's dim insider facts that they are currently unnerved. One such model is found in the Weinstein organization, where ladies represented years yet no one accepted them, as Harvey was the zinger in mainstream society. He stayed in charge of his creation organizations, actually making super hit motion pictures and winning a large number of Oscars. For some individuals, Harvey was the lord of this industry. Yet there were a few new, more youthful craftsmen whom Harvey deceived and effectively left well enough alone. This measure of influence permitted him to stay a hunter for quite a long time, despite the fact that nothing is demonstrated. All smidgens of proof propose that Harvey has additionally been associated with a few intense violations. One casualty, who was from Italy, blamed Harvey for compelling her, despite her desire to the contrary. With dread of being squashed, she permitted him to simply go on. As per the casualty, I realize he has squashed many individuals. Before that is the reason this story for my situation. It's 20 years of age. Some of them are more seasoned, has never come out. It was first uncovered by the New York Times that Harvey was associated with different sensual demonstrations. Subsequently, various ladies approached and uncovered that during the 1990s, he had purportedly bugged them. In addition to the fact that he pestered ladies, he likewise constrained them to do profane demonstrations. The vital thing here is that this multitude of specialists around him were junior and new to the business. For quite a while he pulled off mistreating individuals to get what he needed, routinely attempting to embarrass the craftsman. In 2017, Wadil David blamed Harvey for significant human double-dealing charges. As per David's suit, Weinstein told her that he was thinking about her for a job in the show Marco Polo, and utilized that to bait her to come to his room at the Montage lodging. A few Weinstein casualties blamed him for disregarding the government resolution by successfully proposing to trade film jobs for his actual cravings. One of them composed well don't allow that wet blanket to walk free, put that sex-guilty party in jail. And I trust execution comes to him 2-1 more added. It's truly startling how much influence this person had in Hollywood. It's likewise really miserable that the entertainers who turned him down got boycotted for making the best choice. The court likewise permitted the case to continue, finding that the offended parties have conceivably claimed that Weinstein was taken part in taking advantage of exercises for his business. Gains to which the appointed authority said for a hopeful entertainer meeting a widely acclaimed filmmaker conveys esteem all by itself, the open door, in addition for the entertainer to plump down with that maker in a confidential gathering to survey her film reel and examine a guaranteed film job, conveys esteem that is profession-making and groundbreaking the dispute, thusly that respectable was given nothing of significant worth, that the assumption for a film job of a displaying meeting of his kin, being in contact with her, had no worth, doesn't ponder present-day reality. The other hand, Harvey made an honest effort to settle the claim, and the casualties eventually dropped their claim, bringing about his simple break. And maintaining this as an open mystery, as per a few sources, there are some very notable individuals who definitely realized about Harvey's activities. Like in the event that we review Seal's Instagram, which he once posted in regards to this craze, he wrote in his post, "Gracious, I neglected that is correct you'd heard the bits of hearsay, yet you had no clue he was entirely attacking youthful steroid entertainers, who thusly had no clue about the thing they were getting into. My terrible, when you have been a contributor to the issue for a really long time yet unexpectedly. They all think you are the arrangement," the image says, over photographs of the two at occasions, one with a lofty moderator kissing Weinstein's cheek. He finished the post with the hashtag unctuous Hollywood Harvey. Is only one model who is associated with such deplorable sins. Sadly, the business is overburdened with such individuals. Mel Gibson, Ashton Kutcher, and Jim Caviezel lead the battle against such individuals. It acts unquestionably. This issue keeps on being a disturbing and annoying issue that requests humankind's consideration in real life, as you may definitely realize Caviezel and Gibson cooperated in the energy of the Christ film. From that point forward, the two of them have worked together away from public scrutiny, battling against that specific issue, as well as tending to numerous other untouchable worries on the planet. Mel Gibson is the one whose missteps have been presented to the remainder of the world. In an extremely open design, he was segregated from Hollywood when a tape of him was spilled where he was conversing with his previous spouse. Then another third, this was the startling side of Mel Gibson that painted him as a controlling and rough husband. This was all promoted in the media, yet Mel Gibson has stayed dynamic in Hollywood, all the more unequivocally kept his eyes on Hollywood. I think it is pushing ahead. I believe that light has certainly been displayed into the dim locales, and it's excruciating yet. It's something essential for change. So there you go. Mel held hands with Jim Caviezel and made a film named Sound of Opportunity. This film was supposed to be Factory's transition to uncover every one of the human double dealings happening in the business, as per Jim. This is for our youngsters, for our country, for our power. Right now, after his film was delivered, it was seen that many filmmakers needed to discuss a similar issue, yet would never do this. One of them said Mel merits all the recognition for stepping up to the plate and further the basic work that we do. I'm by thankful for his help as we dealt with this narrative anyway. Reports that this 4-section series is truly being delivered by Mr. Gibson are not precise in that frame of mind. There was global debate over a Netflix film called Sweetie's Pundits addressed whether dolls attracted attention to the issue of the human double dealing of kids or taken advantage of the 11-year-old entertainers. A belief kid double dealing to be Hollywood's glaring issue at hand, long the subject of tales and meandering, aimlessly allegations. Another film on Netflix is drawing extraordinary reaction for its sexualized portrayals of little youngsters, driving a few GOP legislators to approach the equity division to research entertainer Isaac Cappy. who played a person in the superhuman film. Thor likewise posted a progression of unstable claims online in August of 2018 by saying a ton of showbiz guardians will purposely give their children to be manhandled on the grounds that they'll resemble goodness, will get your children jobs and cash. And they take the cash. And afterward, they sell their children, individuals, they sell their children for cash. It's very fup assuming I'm lying summa. In light of the fact that these are really cursing claims that I'm making, these are really condemning charges. So assuming I'm lying summa 9 months. After he made the video, police say Cappy carried out self-destruction by compelling himself off an extension in Arizona onto a highway. When you attempt an address, everyone individuals, they're similar to what might be said about past the tricks. There's strong proof of the sickening.